All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, and Hawashai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, and Hawashai, with a quick epistle, reiterating the fact that the Lord only deals with men in relation to this truth, man. All right. There's an order, Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, and the child of the nation of Israel. All right. And a lot of things are out of order, man, here upon the earth within our nation. But as well as the entire earth, man, it's just out of order. Things are upside down. And that's by design from Yahweh Shema Shai. So the Lord can be justified when he unleashes the amount of wrath that he's getting ready to unleash via, Jacob's trouble, via the great tribulation, World War III, man. You hear all these rumors of wars and the wars that have already, popped off upon the earth, man. This has to be that time. This has to be the end of the world, man. And it's going to be very important to come under that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and remembering the order that the Lord had established, because it will be prevalent during Jacob's trouble. All right, all these men that haven't been serving Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, they're gonna be just like women and children in that day. So your NFL players, your NBA players, your CEO types, and all of those shit. What they call, basically, what they call in this society, a high value man. Okay, he's gonna be no good. And the Lord is going to get rid of a lot of these guys, man. Here pretty soon, man. Via the World War. The Lord willing, a draft happens here in Babylon the Great. A lot of these guys are gonna go off to war, man, and fight that World War III, and they're never coming back, man. So we just have to remember these things. Hey, it's coming here pretty soon. We're the only men, people, period, that's going to be able to stand with any type of sense, man, of well-being, is the men of Yahweh Shema Shai in their respective households, man. The women that are going to cleave unto those particular men and the children of their household, man. Everyone else, they're not gonna have a leg to stand on, and that's why a lot of them, all of them, if not all, are going to bow down to the beast, worship the beast, and take his image, which is, that 666 system, that mark of the beast, that RFID microchip, man. All right. A lot of people are going to take that because they're going to be in dire straits. They're going to be in need and want of all things, man, just like we have been. But we're not supposed to trust in our enemy. Use the world, don't abuse the world, of course. All right. But when it comes to taking that type of help, quote unquote, from the enemy, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, we're not gonna do it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashai, man. So it starts now, man, with the men of the Lord showing themselves as such. While everyone else is talking about entertainment gossip, the Fat Joe stuff, the P Diddy trial, and just what's that other, Tyler Perry, right? All this crap. Now it's good to speak on that in relation to wickedness, all right. But when you're just a man and just maliciously gossiping about this shit, and your whole YouTube channel revolves around just talking about entertainers and stuff, you're not really fit for the conditions of the battle. So the true men of the Lord, they're talking about these serious things. They're talking about the what's happening in the Middle East, man. They're talking about the behavior of our people, terrorists, etc. All these things are signs of the times that we're at the end of the world. We're at the end of this wicked man's rulership, Esau, Edom, and that a change is on the way, man. And it starts, again with Yahweh, and then Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai has already completed his work. Now it's our turn. So we study to show ourselves approved. We do these epistles through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Shai, and then we'll move to the next phase. It'll be the physical part, where everything that we have taught and said, we're gonna have to live it, man. We're gonna have to actually live that faith. We're gonna have to live that trust in Yahweh Bahashem Shai. Brothers may be on the move. Brothers may be cast in the prisons, man. All right, along with their families. All right, this is just a talking phase. All right, the Lord always sends out warnings before he executes judgment upon the earth. And this is just a talking phase. The Lord is just talking, but he's getting ready to execute action, man, upon the earth. And it's going to be very, very serious, man. And again, I brought this out because it's only going to be certain men that's going to be able to stand in that day. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 13. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under the heaven. That's the same spirit that we come in, trying to understand all things. Hey, understand the woman, understand who our enemy is, Esau, Edom, understand how we got in captivity and how to get out of it. All right. Understanding, how to eat in the midst of our captivity and things like that, being that they put all these chemicals and poisons and shit in the food, man. We need wisdom concerning all things that are done under the heaven. This sore travail hath Yahweh by Shem Yahushua given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. So, hey, this type of mentality, if you will, is only given to the sons of man. All right. And we also know that wisdom driveth a wise man mad. That's why the true prophets are angry out there, and they exhibit a certain anger sometimes. Sometimes, brothers be lighthearted on the highways and byways, but it's a very serious thing. That's why you see the brothers out there, that look kind of angry, is because or speak with a certain level of anger, is because wisdom driveth a wise man mad. The Lord has blessed and imparted upon these men with a certain amount of wisdom, and they see what we're getting ready to read now. Matter of fact, let's get it. Verse 14. I've seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. So that's why they're angry, is because they're wise enough to know that this ain't right. They're wise enough to see that our women are in underwear every summer. They call it little shorts or whatever, boy shorts, booty shorts, whatever you want to call, especially depending on the material. I just said that because I saw that today, man. It's crazy. Like, I've seen underwear, you understand me? I've seen panties that are longer and have more material than what some of these women are coming out the house with. It's vexing to know that they could be so much more beautiful, so much more put together. They could still be quote unquote sexy, but still be covered up. They don't have it. This is a vexation. Even though we're men, guess what? I'm tired of seeing women just, there's a time and place for everything. I'm tired of, coming out my house, not being in my full strength and having to not be able to obtain all these naked women that you see upon the earth. You see, that's vexing. If you might as well, if you're butt naked out there, you butt naked out there. We're going to treat you like such, man. Go ahead, but that's just one vexation, man. Again, just understanding who our enemy is, and that this enemy is wicked. Created to be wicked. All right, Esau, Edom, that vexes us out, man. So we're all vexed through the spirit. That's why we do the things that we do. That's why we rebuke. We teach our people right from wrong, because we are tired, and we understand that everything that we see here in Babylon the Great, as well as the rest of the earth, where brothers are scattered throughout, it ain't right. All right, it's vexing, it's disgusting, it's sick, it's dirty. All right, it's corny, it's lame, it's old. All these things cause us to be vexed, so much so that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, going back to their order, the Lord has blessed us with a certain spirit to put on as the hopeful elect. All right, giving diligence to make our calling and election sure, praying and fasting often. And the Lord, He'll bring different tests upon you, Lord willing. We're able to pass those tests, but the whole point being starting with the men. All right, goes back to the whole point of the epistle. The Lord say, hey, this sore travail was only given to the sons of man. Okay, and we'll go to the book of Proverbs and see how many times the Bible reiterates itself. That is to say, the Lord reiterates itself concerning his order and who this thing is actually for. All right, if you're a woman, hey, you're taking on an unnecessary burden when you call yourself a bishop, a pastor, a prophetess. You don't really understand what these words mean, first and foremost. And what we're saying is, my sister, you don't have to do this. Right? This is what we have to do. We have to be, man. We have to be the extreme workers and the blood, sweat, and tears. All you really have to do was come into submission, and you could have had a pretty easy life, man. Make no mistake about it, sister. This ain't your rest, and your life ain't gonna be perfect. But as a woman, which is the weaker vessel, your life will always have been much more easier. Just like a child's life, if you got a father and a mother, your life as a child should be much better than if you didn't have these things, man. All right, but this is Proverbs 1 and verse 8. My son, That's the point. My son, hear the instruction of thy father and forsake not the law of thy mother. Verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Okay. Verse 15. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, man. And we're just reiterating how many times the Lord, who he's talking to, his sons, man, the sons of Yahweh, our servants of Yahweh Shai, man. This is who, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is for, first and foremost. And through their obtaining of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they're able to teach their household. The women coming in that correct order will attain some of that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. She will know the name Yahweh Shema Hawashah. That's not a light thing, and to actually believe and have fear and reverence in those names. All right, so your women will get on a certain level through your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Lord brought upon you, and so will your children. Now you don't have to worry about your children making just stupid decisions, all right, because you are doing what you're supposed to do, being a leader as a man, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Hawashah. But again, we're just reiterating, my son, my son, my son, my son, and we could go on and on. We can go to chapter 2 with it and start at verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee. All right, again, sons, how many times? All right, it's very important, man, because the Lord is getting ready to manifest his order upon the earth. He's let these things go out of order because of our transgression. The Lord said he was going to create a new thing upon the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And that's what you see now on many levels. It could be financially, the whole educated black woman thing, or you could even look in the industry how the women are running so-called hip-hop or rap right now, right? This is all, what the Lord has done to, offend us. We offended Yahweh Shema Shah, so now we're offended because look at our women. That greatly offends us for our weaker vessel to be above us, as it should. All right. But the whole point being, hey, this is for men, and the Lord, hey, during Jacob's trouble, even now, the Lord is setting us up. He's rebuilding his men. He's building his men back up, tearing them down, of course, and building them back up. All right. But when we get into Jacob's trouble, all jokes, it's gonna cease, man. All games is gonna be ceased, man, and you're gonna see that order. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. He's not playing, man. You just wait and you see how bad it's gonna be out here. How these strong ass men, and I'm talking about your uncle, your fishing ass granddaddy from the country that's strong with his when he shake your hand, he try to break your damn hand. You know how them old dudes do it, man. They're a lot stronger, more virile, but in that day, if the Lord is not with these men, these strong country men, these athletes, these bodybuilders, these power lifters, these rich men, okay, these tall men, these swole men, all right, these intelligent men, all right, whatever they have to think that they have some type of power or one up on the rest of the world, it's all getting ready to come to naught, man. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. These same men are going to be like children out here, man. All right, you can already see the spirit on the Babylonians, man. Here, all right. Ain't nobody trying to go to war. They keep all you do is hear a rumor of a draft, and the younger generation for damn sure, but they not trying to fight no damn war. Neither are the older men, all right. And the men that have already fought these wars, they're exhausted. So this got to be it. You know that this kingdom is getting ready to be slaughtered, man. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Shah. They're gonna wreak havoc because hey, it's by design. It makes perfect sense, and you can see how this man is gonna fall. He's weak in his own self. Now, of course, it was from the Lord. Esau Edom is the one that let women be in the army. Period. You know what I mean? Unless they should. Just that alone is a dumb decision, right? Stupid decision. They could definitely help out, but to have them puffed up and leading and be drill sergeants, and now they can be rangers and all this shit, special forces. It just shows you how weak y'all are, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shah concerning the man, the woman, and the child. That goes for you too. Even though the law, statutes, commandments wasn't given to you, Esau Edom, you should have still respected the order. Let your woman, rule over you, and then now the whole earth is doing it, man. Which is why, hey, you're gonna probably get attacked here pretty soon, man. You hear the rumors of wars, and right now, until we hear the alarm sounding over here, they're just rumors. You know what I mean? It's always some shit going on in the Middle East. Who cares really? Unless it relates to prophecy. All right. And hey, this could be it though. So we stay circumspect. We watch, and guess who's not watching the news, right? The weak ass men, women, and children. Why? What the hell does a child care about? There it is. You're not wise enough like a grown ass man. All right. Then you got the woman. Why she don't want to watch the news? Same thing why a child doesn't. It's not really entertaining to her. And she'll say that it's too much going on. It's too harsh for her ears. Great. Exactly why this isn't for you, you woman, you child. All right. That's why the Lord said that this was for, men. All right. And whatever age that the Lord spiritually let you be a man. And that's it. Usually, what is it? 12, I think, biblical is the biblical age. All right. But for sure, man, this is for the men to lead, man, and that's the way that the Lord wanted it, and it always has been like that. Other than our going the hell off, man. All right, and the whole earth is getting ready to see that, man. We'll get our reverence back as the stronger vessel, man. All right, we're gonna be stronger physically. We're gonna be stronger mentally. You're gonna watch your women that you thought were strong, or were cool, and it was all good just a week ago. You're gonna watch them break down like you've never seen them break down before, literally on their knees, weeping, shaking. Because of the things taking place upon the earth, man. All right, it's gonna get nasty out here, so we need to prepare ourselves and remember to respect the order that the Lord has established, man. All right, you don't know what a prophetess is, man. Wife of a prophet, right? You got all these women out here thinking that they're prophetesses. Okay, guess what? The Lord gonna hold you to the same standard that He actually holds the real prophets to. All right, and you gonna, you know what I mean? You ready to be under a guillotine, my sister, my prophetess sister? You ready to hit that guillotine? Absolutely not. They just talk, talk, talk. They don't understand the severity in which we deal with. Do you not understand that? Hey, the Lord's disciples, shit. Do you not know the horrific ways in which they were put to death carnally? Now spiritually, hey, the Lord was with them brothers, and who knows if they even felt the pain, or let me say the sting that comes with death. All right, but hey, carnally looking at it, man, brothers done got beheaded, upside down, burned alive, all type of stuff, man. You know what I mean? By the sword. Did you not know that was a part of this? Did you not know that the men, all right, how about Shemashah, first and foremost, the men, that it was prophesied for persecution to come? You ready for that so-called prophetess, so-called female pastor? All right, absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. Y'all didn't do so. Again, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that being a observer, being observant. Look at what happened during the pandemic. Y'all didn't keep that strong ass prophetess ass spirit out. All that shit wasn't going down. You guys were going down to the enemy for help, going down to Egypt for help. You guys went and took that juice because you was scared. All y'all talking all this and that. We saw y'all take that juice because you was scared and you didn't know what was going on. You were scared of death because you didn't know what was going on, or you were scared to lose your job because you didn't know what was going on. That's why the Lord taught us again and again, wisdom shall be the stability of that time. See, we were stable. I don't think any man sincerely in this truth took that damn juice. You know what I mean? And that's all praise to Yahweh Shem Shah. The men of Great Millstone, the followers of Great Millstone, did nobody nor their family, took that juice, man. My daughter don't even live with me. My baby mama all the way with the government. And you know what I'm talking about. She all they, they buddy. But they through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shah, the Lord put the spirit upon my baby mama not to let my child get that juice. So I know, hey, whether your child or your family is with you at that particular point in time, that shows me that the Lord will be with them. Whether I could be locked up and my child could be somewhere else, man. You got to have enough faith to know, hey, the Lord gonna bring you back together, and the Lord gonna take care of you, man. Because it's getting ready to be that, man. All this talk is getting ready to cease, man. All that play. I'm a servant of the Lord. This I believe in the Lord. That won't He do it? This won't He do it? That we are about to see. And again, the prophets say you're not gonna do so hot out here. For everybody that took that juice, man. All right, that was the precursor. All right, let's see how you do this time. The Lord, hey, there's still the gates of mercy are still open. The prophets are still out on the highways and byways. Fix it. All right, we got to fix this, man. Give it all you got. All right, but I mean, it's so many precepts, man. We could just go, but I mean, that's pretty much the point, man. that this is just for sons, man, and the Lord getting ready to bestow great power, and he already has. The Lord has given, certain men faith, starting with, our elders and apostles, man. The Lord has blessed those brothers, man, with a certain spirit, and they have produced fruit, and that fruit is producing more fruit, man, until the Lord say it's over with, man. All right. But after this phase, it's gonna get physical, and that's where we get to really, really shine, because we don't get our respect right now, for being, creatures of Yahweh, creatures of Yahweh Shai. All right, but when it gets real and it's brought to your front door, and people see the protection that the Lord has provided these men in their household, then they're gonna know what that a prophet had been among them, man. So we just have to endure until the end, man. Easier said than done. I'm in a particular place I really don't want to be right now, but I'm having to fight through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, and Lord willing, the Lord will deliver me out of this situation, man, just like you, Akim wa Akwath, man. And either way it goes, man, one way or the other, well, one way for the Lord's hopeful elect, but we'll be home soon, no matter what, man. It was always prophesied, for Israel to come back into power. It was always prophesied for Yahweh Shai to make his second coming, man. You know what I mean? So, regardless, and I say that about our people, our wicked people, once they get punished, man, we're going home, bro. Like, when I say that to say, bro, this is a joyful time for us, man. You just got to meditate that I cannot believe we're almost done with our captivity. You see these things happening, the wars and the rumors of wars. It's like, wow, I can't believe these idiots are actually doing this, right? You are actually messing with Israel over there, just like the scripture said, bro. Just out of nowhere, just stupid stuff. No, and Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom, and a lot of his descendants, they're seeing this, man, here, and they're like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Referring to the so-called president or whatever. Like, what are you doing? Why are every time a war pop off? And that's the same excuse that they used to go into Iraq, man, all those years, man, talking about, we think they have weapons of mass destruction, we're gonna go in here, or nuclear weapons, man. And I mean, it's just a bunch of crap. But that's another lesson. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.